What's up, Internet? It's Dumbass Panicos Gaming, and we're playing some more Let's Go Eevee. And my voice is super gravelly for some reason. Hold on. That should be a little bit better. Anyways, so we're just going to pick up right where we left off. See how far we can get into it tonight. I'm starting early for once, which you would think is not possible the way I am, but what the fuck happened here? I wonder if you can grab that raspberry off of the counter there. I'm not going to bother to go check that raspberry, to be clear. I don't care. Alright, oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do, actually. I went too far. Still not bad. I'll use Bite just because it has the most available moves. Oh, of course it quick attacked. There's nothing I could do about that, though. Well, I could have used the electric move and paralyzed it, and then might not have hit me with that, but oh well. I forget, in this game, are TMs unlimited or no? TM case. Looks like they're unlimited. Because there's no quantity amount. I couldn't remember if they had done that or not. Oh, I just wanted to walk closer. I didn't want to walk over it. It's okay. Doesn't take too long. Only adds like 30 seconds. Alright. Why did that take so long? I feel like that was much longer than the previous times I had done that. So I assume Snorlax is over. Oh no, we gotta cut tree. Alright. Burn heal. I'm not quite sure where I'm going right now, to be honest. I thought I was gonna go over to the right and go over to, Lavender Town. But is this, underground path? So yeah, then we're gonna come out at Vermilion City, take Vermilion City to wherever you take that boat, I assume. And then I don't know where we're going from there. do want to run around here. Oh. Do need to catch a Vulpix at some point. Okay. Hey, what's up, Neptune? Welcome back. Alright, grab this, grab the Pokeball. I'm not gonna worry about catching too much stuff because we're already over-leveled, so... Any shinies yet? No, no shinies. The thing is, it's not... It doesn't spawn as much... Oh, nice. It doesn't spawn as much as, like, Legends Arceus, so it's... You're not as likely just randomly encounter one. Also, it is easier to not notice if one spawns because there's no, like, sound effect. There's just, like, a visual, particle effect. Ooh, grab that. Oh, Pidgeotto spawned. Okay. Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I would not bet on it, though. Oh, this is the daycare center. Oh, there's a Ditto plushie. Oh my god. Oh, I assume that's for hyper training. Save real quick before we do this battle. Alright. How do you get that Ditto plushie? Yeah, seriously. I imagine it's probably on Etsy or something. Why was there a revive in my hair? What the fuck? Okay. You could have just gave me the 3 and not made it weird. Okay. Come on. Let's get back to playing the video game. Let me check over on the left here, though, real quick. Also, let's bring out Charmeleon. Which, when Nintendo sold plushies, there would be a 1 in 4,000 chance it would be shiny. Yeah. The problem is, like, whenever you're doing, like, a run of merchandise like that, you're buying a lot at once, but they're not really going to be buying enough of, like, the shiny one variants to, like, be able to justify doing it at all. Unfortunately. Also, it'd suck if you wanted something like... If it was like one of the ones that just turns like an ugly color of green. It'd be like, oh, I ordered a, plushie for my favorite Pokemon, and then you get it and it's the ugly shiny color, and it's like, why? Wasn't trying to catch anything else, but sure, we'll take this. be interesting marketing to get people to try and buy multiple, though. Okay, come on. Thank you. Maybe. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would order like 10 at a time. Who's my number 2 on this team right now? I need to check that before I start this battle in front of me. Okay. Oh, Charmeleon. Yeah, it's the lowest level. Get it some XP. This has double battles, right? No, it's a oh, what? Why? That's really stupid. What? That is so dumb. Why is this not a double battle? Wonder how easy it would be to do a shiny only run in this game. I mean, it's just a lot of standing there and waiting. This is ground poison, right? I don't know if it has ground typing yet, but I'm just gonna assume it does. Actually, I guess we'll know right now. Yeah, I mean, it would start as just doing a lot of standing around and waiting. And then once you get to like whatever that first town is, I keep on wanting to say Saffron or Celadon, but I know that's not it. Pewter City, is that it? But yeah, once you get there, then you can like start farming the pearls every day. So you can like start actually doing catch combos to make it, you know, make it a little bit faster. There we go. Was that a crit? Still wish there was a chance that NPCs would have shiny mons. That would be really nice. At least for like the minor NPCs like this, yeah. I know there's a couple in the games that have a shiny, but it's not very common. I know there weren't any in Gen 8. I want to say, I know there was one in like Gen 5. I don't remember if there's been one since then as well. Alright, another easy battle. Imagine your rival starter is shiny, you're just like, damn, fuck me. Yeah, that would suck. Though, I'm sure they would make the starters, even if they did that, they'd make the starters be shiny locked. Since they already do that for your starter for... Well, I know why they do it, because they don't want people sitting there not playing the game for like 30 hours until they get the shiny. Because I know there was a lot of people that did that with the Gen 4 remakes, so it's like... It doesn't really matter, they shouldn't care, but also, like, I do kind of understand. It's like, you know, you worked really hard on the entire game. You would like for people to see more than the first 30 seconds of it. Yeah, let's just use Swift. That should be fine. BDSP moment. Yeah, to be fair, maybe I shouldn't say worked really hard about BDSP, but I still understand it. I do very much prefer how they did it with BDSP, where there's basically nothing is shiny locked, which is how it should be. But very clearly, Game Freak has no intention of changing from that path, because if they were going to, they would have done it with Legends Arceus, and they didn't. Yeah, the only Pokemon that are shiny locked in BDSP are the Gift Mew and the Gift Jirachi that you get for having save files in other games. Which reminds me, at some point, I'm gonna have to start looking for shiny Shaman. Not looking forward to that. Game Freak when people want to have fun in their own ways. Yeah, it's most annoying with the legendaries. Like, the starters, it doesn't really matter, because you could just breed for them later, and, like, it's better to do that anyways. Or it's faster to do that anyways. But yeah, like, with the legendaries, it's so annoying, because it's just, like, you're just waiting for it to be given out in an event. It's just like, okay, cool. You can technically never finish the shiny decks because of Eternatus, right? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Like Victini and Keldeo have never been available shiny. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's never been possible to get as a shiny. But yes, Eternatus is one of them. Pretty much all of the Gen 8 legendaries, other than Zacian and Zamazenta. All the new legendaries for Gen 8 are shiny locked. Hopefully, like, we'll at least get one more before the new games come out. But speaking of Victini, I just thought about this. There's a event, or like a, I'm not sure if it's going to be a code or a, or if it's just going to be a mystery gift, but there's going to be a thing for Victini, like, next week, I think. It's weird, though, because it's not shiny, so it's like, well... Like, this would have been a good time to do that. Oh, do I need 60 Pokemon for this? Okay. What am I at? Take way too long for this to open up. Alright, I need 6 more. Let's go do that right now. Let me heal real quick first. I guess it doesn't matter if I'm just catching stuff. Don't need Geodudes. My Wi-Fi's cutting out. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Okay, let's go catch some more stuff. Oh, Jigglypuff. I don't have one of those yet. Oh, that was so close to being the, like, smallest possible circle. I don't think the size really matters for the circle. It's just once it passes a certain threshold, it goes from oh, it's running. It goes from like nice to great to excellent, but it's not like a gradient, which is a shame. It'd be cool if they did that. Nice. Alright. There's one. I think I need 5 more. We'll probably replace Paris once we get this Squirtle. Let's just catch something easy. I don't care about the Jigglypuff. Actually, hold on. Can I use these? Even if it doesn't catch, I don't really care. I have so many Pokeballs that I might as well burn through some of them before wasting any more Great Balls. Actually, I have a bunch of Great Balls too, so it doesn't really matter at all. Pidgey should be pretty easy. There we go. I feel like that should have been excellent, but oh well. You little shit. I'm almost certain you cannot breed Urshifu. Where did you see that information? Because Urshifu and Cubfu are shiny locked. And like again, I'm like 99% certain you can't breed them. Saw a video of it on YouTube. Okay. Let me... I was like, yeah, it's something. There's some bullshit going on there because those aren't breedable. I'm gonna double check right now. Cubfu cannot breed. Urshifu cannot breed. Yeah. I'm sure there might be some glitch that'll let you breed them, but you'll have to dig into that further yourself to decide if you want to do it. Nope. Just check the comments and it's a hacked egg or something. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. But yeah, it's definitely not something you're supposed to be able to do, that's for sure. And I would suspect that Pokemon Home, if you ever transferred it into Pokemon Home, would immediately be like, this isn't supposed to be possible, and just delete it. Or I guess it probably wouldn't delete it, but it wouldn't let you transfer it in. No, Taka Man, I'm good. Not doing any trades tonight. I need 2 more. He does have a shiny in his files. Yeah, every Pokemon has a shiny, but there's some that, like Urshifu or Victini or, you know, the others where it's never been accessible. But yeah, every Pokemon does have a shiny sprite in the files, or a shiny model in the files. You would hope that eventually it would, you know, come out in an event, but again, Victini and Keldeo are from Gen 5, and they're doing a Victini event right now and they aren't making it shiny, so who knows. I will say that's one thing let's try to catch this. That's one thing that I really like about the new website that I'm using for my tracking my living dex. Is it when you switch it over to the shiny dex mode, it like tells you when certain Pokemon. Oh my god, can we? There. It tells you when like a Pokemon is just not possible to be shiny, because it'll be a different kind of grayed out instead of just being like the black silhouette. It'll be like grayed, and when you hover over it, it'll tell you this Pokemon hasn't been available shiny. Which is nice because the great aim. Well, it's kind of difficult when you're over here. You can't even like see, but I'm like over here trying to throw it, and then it's also moving. But yeah, that was some NA aim right there. But yeah, the old Pokedex website was it just listed all of the shinies, and it didn't like list at all if they are even possible to get, which was kind of annoying because it's like, well, some of these aren't possible, so they don't really count towards the living or the shiny dex. Okay. Downloaded aimbot for Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that exists for Pokemon Go, right? Actually, I would not be surprised if there is one for this game then. You'd have to use you would probably have to use an emulator, but I bet you it is a thing. Actually, the aimbot is just playing in handheld mode. Okay. Go has every type of hacks, yeah. I feel like some people take Pokemon Go maybe a little bit too seriously. Right. Growlithe? Okay, interesting. I had an idea that's what that was, but... Where's the gym? Is it down over here? You can get controller hacks where you can move the joystick. There's aimbot. There's IP changing hacks. Yeah, I know the, like, location spoofing is, like, probably one of the best things to do. So that way you can actually, like, go to other areas to catch stuff. Not mean to hit the microphone there. Definitely want to put that on Eevee. You can get so much candy with auto walkers. Yeah, I mean, that's just... You don't even need a hack for that. You just need the device to, you know, shake your phone for you. Come on. Alright, whatever. That's good enough. We'll keep that bag. Okay. Oh, there's blue. What the hell is that? Just have a conveyor belt in your house to use for Pokemon Go. Well, you don't even need anything big or anything like that. It's just like a little thing that you put your phone into and it just wobbles back and forth. And so it simulates you walking. And you just do that, but let it run all day. What the hell did he give me? Okay, what's this? Alright, we have to find out which room is ours so we can heal. Okay, found it. I kind of figured it'd be one of the first ones. So yeah, there's a bunch of battles to do in here. This guy has, like, the most sane reaction of, like, anyone in this game. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you barging into my room? Which, I mean, is a pretty good point. We are just barging into other rooms on this cruise ship, which is probably not appreciated. Yeah, there's a lot of battling that will happen in here. Although, I thought it was pretty much every room had someone in it. Or had like a battle in it, at least, but so far it's not been great. There we go. Boy, you traveled all around the world for 2 Pokemon, huh? And one of them is a fucking Pidgey? She better have an Alolan Pokemon. Like, obviously I understand she wouldn't have had an Alolan Pokemon in the original games, but this would be a good time to update it. No, she doesn't, because Pikachu is an Alolan. Fucking stupid. Just like, give her an Alolan Raichu or something. How is this game? I thought about buying this one at Legends. First of all, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. But I would get Legends over this. I do really enjoy the Let's Go games, but Legends Arceus is definitely the superior game. Legends Arceus is just too good. Oh, I didn't even see that kid in the side there. But if you like Pokemon Go a lot, then for catching Pokemon, this game has very similar mechanics. It's just you use the motion controls on the Joy-Con instead of swiping on the screen. You sweet grown adults with a dog, yeah. Yeah, this Eevee is just too good. It's just Pokemon Go with more combat, yeah. I do wish they would make a another one of these games for like the idea of the remake, wasn't sure about the whole end game of this one and replacement of IVs and stuff. Yeah, I mean it is just Gen 1 Pokemon remade. At least in terms of like the story and stuff. So there's not really a whole lot of end game. There's shiny hunting, which is nice. This is a really good game for shiny hunting, although it's still not as good as Legends Arceus. But yeah, with the stat system being completely different, it's like, I don't know. It's neat. But yeah, definitely the OG style is better for that stuff. But yeah, I would love to see them do a remake of the Gen 2 games in this style. But I don't think that's going to happen. Not with the Legends games. Or, I guess it's just one game right now, but hopefully we'll see it turn into more than that. Like the whole following Pokemon. Yeah, it's so weird that they brought it back for this, and then it went away in Sword and Shield, but then it came back with the DLC, but then, like you say, they like fall behind a lot because a lot of them are just too slow. And then they like kind of took them back away in Legends Arceus, because you can throw out your Pokemon, but they don't actually follow you. Which is weird. I think I just saved upstairs, but whatever. Man, I really thought there were more battles in here, to be honest. Maybe this will be one? There we go. But yeah, realistically, you're not going to go wrong with either one of the Let's Go games or Legends Arceus. Because they're both pretty fun. But yeah, if you have to pick Legends Arceus. Because while using the motion controls was an interesting change in this game, if you kind of ignore the issues that motion controls have sometimes, but being able to like run around in the wild and just like, without going into a scene or anything, just throw Pokeballs at something in the wild and try to catch it is just so much fun. I will say, this game does look better. A lot better than Legends Arceus, actually. But I don't know, like what? There's just not much you can do about that with the Switch. I know you can, like, Legends Arceus should look better than it does, but like, it's still gonna be a Switch game, and it, you know, being open world and stuff. If you have to pick Scarlet or Violet. Well, the problem is those games aren't out yet, so we have no idea if they're going to be any good. Maybe I shouldn't say no idea, but like, we just, you know, we don't really know yet. Plus, with them not being out, you know, if you want something now, then that kind of doesn't work. Okay, good. No paralyze. True, but like Hot Professor seems pretty good to me. That is a very good point for Scarlet and Violet. Oh, nice. Elixir's good. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Scarlet and Violet definitely look good so far, but we'll just have to see when they come out. Because, like, we know breeding's getting changed at least somewhat, because you don't actually do it with the daycare center anymore. You do it at, like, campsites. And yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that probably isn't gonna be the same as usual. So it's just like, it seemed good so far, but there's definitely a lot of potential there for them to fuck it up, and it is Game Freak after all, so you definitely can't rule that out. Not to mention Lechonk and Fido. Yeah, but there's super cute Pokemon in every generation. I mean, Eevee's on screen right now. And that's basically a mascot at this point. I do find it funny, though, how the two kind of spin-off titles on the Switch with Let's Go and Legends Arceus are probably like the two best games of all the Switch titles right now. Because, like, I enjoyed Sword and Shield and I enjoyed BDSP, but they definitely could have been better. Sorry for yawning. Knock this out. I will say, this game is definitely very easy. I think Legends Arceus is probably harder. Or it's not, you won't get, like, overpowered without trying with Legends Arceus. Because this game, like, I haven't really done a lot of, like, you know, catching a lot of Pokemon. And I've still gotten a ton of XP. We're still, you know, pretty over-leveled. And I've only had one Pokemon on the front of my party the entire time, so, like... This game, you get overpowered quite quickly. Same with BDSP as well. Obviously, you can get over-leveled in Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus, but you have to work at it a little bit more. The only hard games are the ones not made by Game Freak. I mean, BDSP is really easy. And that was not made by Game Freak at all, so... Granted, that's because they took the original Diamond and Pearl and just slapped the EXP share on top of it, but nonetheless, it's still, like, that's probably, like, one of the easiest ones. Up until the Elite Four, anyways. And the big thing with the Elite Four is just how much of a level jump there is. Both in, like, getting to the Elite Four, and then within it, I mean, it goes up, like, 10 levels from the first battle to Cynthia. Maybe even more than that, too. More meant the ROM hacks, true, but, yeah. I don't know, I personally cannot get interested at all in ROM hacks. Like, obviously, I get that as games, most of them are, you know, maybe I shouldn't say most of them, but a lot of them are better than, you know, the original games they're based on, but there's some really bad ROM hacks out there. But it's, like, I just don't care. I don't know. Part of it is I kind of only care about games that I can import my Pokemon into Pokemon Home from. But then I'm playing this again and I'm not going to import anything from this most likely. Ah, well, that's not true. I'll import the legendaries. Which, speaking of that, I went through and caught a bunch of stuff today off stream for the, getting all, like, the alternate form stuff. I'm working on getting all of the, female forms of Pokemon. Some are okay, but the only reason to play is if you ran out of things. Yeah, and some of them are very not good. It's mostly stuff that's like super like edgelord nonsense. Or there's like Pokemon Uranium, which is just like not great. Actually, Pokemon Uranium isn't even a ROM hack. That's part of why Nintendo got that one shut down. Because they could actually do anything about it because it was... They made a, whole separate game using Nintendo's assets, or Game Freak's assets, Jesus. And so they were like, no, you're not doing that. Whereas with ROM hacks, they generally can't do anything. Because it's just modifying the code of the ROM. Obviously, they stop you from getting the ROM to begin with. But in terms of, like, the hacks themselves, you can, download those pretty freely. Which way do I want to go? Let's go up here first. Right, yeah, we can go out this way. Is Pokemon Uranium hilarious? I just know that it's not an actual ROM hack, it's like its own game. Wasn't it made in like a Game Maker or something like that? So it's got some kind of jank stuff because of that. Like it uses the sprites from I think Gen 5. But then it also adds its own Pokemon, which is a whole other thing. I have zero interest in stuff that adds, like, its own Pokemon and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, there's some, like, really, really good ROM hacks. Like, I know Gaia is supposed to be good. I'm, like, trying to think of more off the top of my head. It's not there aren't a lot more, I just can't remember the names of them because I don't really pay that much attention. But one of the streamers that I actually watch a lot of does a lot of ROM hacks, at least as of late. But yeah, I think I might, sometime after I'm done with this playthrough, we'll take a bit of a break. Oh, wow. All of these guys want to fight. Okay. But yeah, I don't know when we'll get to it. Maybe if I have time in between, this playthrough and Scarlet and Violet coming out. But I might actually do a playthrough of the... Maybe I shouldn't do it. I was thinking doing a playthrough of the original Gen 1 games. Like Yellow or something, because I've never actually played the original, like, Gen 1s. But, think about it, I'm playing a Gen 1 game right now, so maybe I should take a break from Gen 1 as well. Maybe I'll do something like Emerald, or something like that. But yeah, I do want to start doing more playthroughs of older games. But we'll see. Whatever I do, I want to make sure I have done before the new games come out. Because I don't want to be, like, having multiple playthroughs going on. Alright. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to battle Gary here. Am I gonna have any moves for the captain? I might not. At least I might not have any of my, Buzzy Buzz or whatever. Whatever the electric move is called. It's something stupid. Yeah, let's just use Swift. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Actually, not too bad. Definitely want to use this thing. Get a little bit of HP back. Same with whatever he throws out next to. Unless it, like, resists water. Okay, well that's gonna resist water. Alrighty then. Let's just bite and hope for a flinch. Nice. We'll do Swift. This might knock it out? No. Damn it. I was hoping that would. Between stab and, oh, you little bitch. Maybe? Maybe give me a crit? Ah. Oh, boy. Here we go. Alright. I don't think we'll wake up this turn now. There we go. I really do wish there was a way to turn that off. The whole, your friendship is high, so it, like, breaks through status effects and stuff for you. Really wish that you could just, like, not do that. It's cool that it's there. I don't mind, like, using it myself. But also, like, I do get that makes it way too easy sometimes. Okay, we'll pet you once and then we'll... we need to wake Eevee up. Do I have an awakening, actually? I might not. Okay, I do. I have one. Oh, right, because it... Never mind. Use a couple of these. Save real quick, even though I don't think we'll have any trouble with the captain. Because we haven't had any trouble at any point in this playthrough yet. So yeah, this is basically the replacement for HMs in this game. I'm so glad they got rid of HMs. Because as much as having an HM slave was like, you know, like it was part of the classic games, I get it, but also like it is literally just a wasted party spot. At least for most of the HMs. But like, I mean, the moves are still in the game. Like Surf is still in the game, Cut's still in the game. It's just you don't use them as HMs anymore. Which is just fine by me. Alright, so I guess we didn't really need to use those potions there, but oh well. Okay, it's leaving. The music stopped and I thought the game might have crashed. God, the cutscenes in this game look so good. It's so weird how not good the cutscenes look in the other Pokemon games. Oh yeah, don't they give you something? Or do they want to fight and then they give you something? Okay. I think that is a daily event thing, where they give you an item or something. Let's go heal first. Oh god, I just remembered what this gym is too. The puzzle of this gym just sucks. I forget exactly. There is something to it where it makes it easier to, you know, figure out which, like, switch you're trying, or which, like, trash can or whatever the switch is in. But it's like, you're still just hoping for, you know, good luck. Oh, this way. Yes, secret technique. Are there any trainers in this gym, or is it just the gym leader? You aren't watching, but let me guess, electric? Yup. Oh, it doesn't require me... I guess you're required to get cut before this gym, so that's like the requirement that you have to meet. Because the previous two gyms, well, we had to have a water or grass type Pokemon, and we had to have a Pokemon that was at least level 15. So I guess this one, just the requirement is the just getting cut. We aren't as over-leveled for this, so that's good. I thought there were way more battles in that on that ship. Oh, why'd it have to paralyze me? Nice. Hopefully the Eevee just takes off the paralysis. Or paralysis. Do I have a paralyzed heal? I should, right? Oh yeah, I have a few of them. Alright, deal with all the trainers first, and then we'll work on the thing. Let's bite it, see if we can get a, I was pressing A multiple times there. Oh! Cool. That might be a knockout. Oh, never mind, nowhere close. Right, self-destruct is... Wow, that was a crit, too? Jeez. Yeah, I really hope we get a flinch off. Oh, that's fine. That will work just fine. Get a little bit of health back. I should probably have seen if I could have just O-code that with the water move, but I figured it wasn't worth the risk. Granted, the flinch wasn't a guarantee, nor did we get the flinch, so it was... Anyways. But I still think that was the best play there. Alright, so we'll do this, so we'll go heal again. Just to be ready for the gym leader, Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just get health right off the rip here. It's pretty good. T-Wave. So cool. Okay. That's gonna hurt a little bit. I keep on overestimating how much damage this is gonna do to me. Okay. We're back out here. We'll heal real quick, and then we'll do our so-called puzzle. I really hate how this tree being cut down is not, like, persistent. As soon as you leave the area or, like, go inside a building or something, it comes back. I guess it encourages you to buy items instead of being like me, where you just run back to heal every time, but I should remember to, like, have a small stock of every item, though. Or every, like, status effect heal item. Okay. Fortunately, the animation isn't too long, but it does get old. Okay. So, it has to be next to the red one, right? Can it be diagonals? If it is, then I wonder if this is actually the one for the red trash can. I thought the location of the switches changed every time. Yeah, so that must be the one for the red one, so... We'll just start checking the others, I guess. So we've done these 3, I think. Here, we'll start with this one. Oh, okay. May save outside of the fence here. I was gonna go inside and save, be like, hey, I don't have to worry about the barriers, but then I realized that might actually trap me in if they come back on. Give me a flinch. Nice. I'm gonna go for this. I don't know if it's gonna knock it out or not. It did not. It's probably gonna self-destruct. No, it didn't. Wow. It's gonna make it stronger to special moves, but that's fine. Actually, it's not fine because it affects its entire team, not just it. But we should be okay. Yeah, we're good. I don't, maybe Magnemite does have self-destruct. I know his last one, Electabuzz doesn't. Oh, that's like no damage. I guess we are at the same level. We'll just get the free heals, though. Yeah, it's like the same amount of damage, but I get healing. Not very much. It's kind of a problem. Eevee actually might get knocked out here. I don't think from Magnemite, but it might get knocked out by the next Mon. Ooh. There we go. Light screen is worn off. So we can actually do more than like 3 damage. Oh, he has a Raichu. I thought he had an Electabuzz. This might actually okay, never mind. I was gonna say the Raichu might actually outspeed me. Which would be a problem. He might survive 1 hit here. Nope. Okay. Well, everything I have right now is underpowered, so it's a bit of a problem. Let's see if I can do this without healing, though. Or without healing items, that is. It could be really toxic. We'll try and, like, stall this a little bit. Oh my god, we got the poison powder off, too. So now we're getting a little bit passive healing, and we're getting multiple types of passive damage every turn. Alright, we'll just Vine Whip, I guess. We aren't healing more than the damage we're going to take, but we should be able to survive at least one more hit. Sleep Powder Leech Seed is the best Venusaur moveset. It's probably pretty good. I didn't think that the Poison and the Leech Seed were going to kill there. On that turn anyways. Right, this thing that you don't use for anything. Thunderbolt, nice. Oh, okay. Oh. What do you want? Okay. Alright. Giga Drain with that, it makes it almost unkillable. Yeah, there's some real toxic movesets that you can do with stall teams. Which, also many of which make use of toxic. Oh, hi Misty. Okay, thank you. We're like right next to a Pokemon Center. Sure, we'll go to Diglett Cave. I had like completely forgotten the order that you do this stuff in. Because for some reason I thought Lavender Town was going to be the next place we go. Why does Eevee want to talk to me again? Oh. Yes, you're adorable. Alright. Let's see. Town map. So we can go over here. I don't know if we can actually do anything over here yet. Because I think Diglett Cave comes out by Celadon, right? I'm like 99% sure of that, actually. But we can do some battles over here. Belly Drum Extreme Speed Lanoon is the... okay. Maybe with Gen 9 I'll get more into competitive. Definitely not going to start getting into it with, you know, Gen 8 right now. We'll just bite. I wonder if I could have come over here and done some battles, actually. Saying that this guy is level 21. Oh, right, Hyper Fang. Fuck. Also, wow, that bite did no damage. What the fuck? I should survive one more. I should have done Buzzy Buzz. Damn it. Oh, it just did crunch. Okay. Another Hyper Fang would knock me out. Oh, never mind. We're fine. Well, maybe we're fine. We need to heal 12 HP with this. That was enough. You do Gen 6 comp on Showdown? Yeah, I'm not interested in doing, like, classic, like, classic, whatever you call it. Competitive modes. Oh, nice, we got Eevee candies. Nice. So yeah, there's the Hyper Fang is half your current. Oh, okay. I guess that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so you have like the candies for like the individual stats, and then you have candies for just like a Pokemon species. And those, instead of just raising one stat, they raise every stat. Gen 6 is fun because Megas. Right, I forgot about that. And you don't have to deal with the Z moves. So yeah, we'll bump these up. Yeah, it's crazy to me that there's no, like, there's a cap for each stat in terms of how much you can, like, increase it, but there's not a cap for, like, it's not like with effort values where you can only have 255 totals spread across all the stats. This one, there's like a cap for each stat, but there isn't like a total cap. So you can max out each of the stats. Mega Medicham with pure power. Oof. Alright, let's go do more trainer battles. I am kind of glad, though, that the like AI levels have caught up a little bit. I was worried like the my Eevee being over leveled was gonna just kind of snowball. Okay, there's a bunch of trainers over here. Will he see me? No. Okay, cool. I don't know why I care, because I should just battle him anyways. Especially considering he's probably gonna have electric type Pokemon. Don't really want to use like the special like weird ability or attack or whatever for Eevee. Something like 600 base attack. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a little bit powerful. It makes me wonder. I'm actually going to look this up real quick. I want to see how much use the whatchamacallit Melmetal is getting right now in the new format. Is this... Really? Hold on. Not... hold on. Oh, is that one not active yet, actually? Hold on. Because I know... I thought it was the current series. But maybe it is the next one coming up still. Where's the date on this Monday? That's not helpful. Oh, okay, so it starts in September. Okay, never mind then. Well, then let's look at the preview. Okay, Melmetal is currently getting some pretty good use. I only thought about that because the double iron bash. So yeah, this is like the special move or whatever. So it's just when you see like the Eevee holding the Joy-Con and like shaking it back and forth on top of the move selection, that just means shake your Joy-Con and you can do a special attack. But yeah, the new series, you can use like mythic Pokemon and stuff. And Melmetal has a ridiculous attack stat, and then it has Double Iron Bash, which has, I forget what it's, the base power is for Double Iron Bash. But on top of that, it's a double hit move, and it's stab with Melmetal. So it's just like, oh my god. It's just like so much damage. Would like to catch this just because you get a lot of XP for it. Oh, there we go. That has to be it, right? That won't catch it. Yep, called it. Let's use another one of these to have it just run away in a second. Look at that, 2 in a row. It has to give me the second one, right? Please? For the love of God. Fuck you, Chansey. You know what? Go away. I don't want to catch you anyways. I'm not going to waste 1,000 Pokeballs on that thing. Alright. Beat up on this little kid. How did it survive that? What the fuck? It's like 1 HP. Okay. How did he not see me there? I'm just trying to get an idea of how many trainers there are over here. We'll go back up and mess with that gentleman in the top left. Or up and to the left from me anyways. Yeah, we'll just do Bouncy Bubble. Always helps to get some HP back. Also that O code, so we're good. I guess we can give it Fury Swipes. I mean, it's not any worse than its current moves, but I'm probably never going to use that. To be fair, right now it seems like I'm probably never going to use anything but Eevee. I guess that's not true. I did use Bulbasaur for the gym battle. Didn't the other dude, or one of the other dudes here, say that they've never lost before? I know this dude's saying he's never won before. Vulpix, I'm so sorry about what I'm about to do to you. Bye, Vulpix. It's ridiculous how early you get these moves, because these moves are so good. And you get it before the second gym. Like, you probably should not be able to get a 90 base power move this early. Certainly not one that's 90 base power and it heals you or it's a guaranteed paralyze, or I assume the fire type one is a guaranteed burn. Swap over to Pokeballs. Nope. I don't think this will catch, but we'll just try. Yeah, sure, Pokeball without any berries catches, but when I use a Great Ball with the Raspberry, it doesn't catch the Chansey in like 4 attempts. Okay. Uh-huh. Wolfpix, I'm so sorry about what I'm about to do to use a quote and a half. Oh god, is that going to be the next Vaporeon copy pasta? Don't worry, Neptune, I knew what you meant. We'll do Bite, because I don't need to heal at all. Nice. Nope, don't actually want to switch. Okay, guess bite this as well and hope for another, flinch. Nope, but it didn't self-destruct, so we're okay. Dear God, Neptune, no. Nope. I didn't actually mean to run in front of him yet, but that's fine. Gamer? Why is his name Gamer? What? Huh? You know what's disappointing? It's saying gamer makes me think of this. We're probably never going to get another game corner in these games, which is a shame. Like, even this game doesn't actually... Like, it has the game corner area, but you can't, like, play the slots or anything. Which is kind of a shame. His parents must have hated him. Wait, didn't mean to run into the Raticate. We'll try to catch it, I guess. If I run into stuff, I'll try to catch it. I just don't really care about doing a lot of catching right now. There we go. Get some free XP. I guess not really free, because I had to throw like 4 Pokeballs at it, but... I have an overabundance of Pokeballs as it is. It is really nice that... Oh, Mr. Mime. Speaking of, next stream we'll start working on Galarian Mr. Mime for shiny hunting. Okay, let's go ahead and Raspberry and Great Ball. I didn't actually use the Raspberry. I took it out and then I never actually used it. Okay. I feel like that should have been better than nice. That should have been a great, but okay. I don't know why sometimes it goes way off to the side. Oh my god. I mean, I know why, because it's motion controls, but okay, it's running. Oh, nope, not yet. I'm just gonna run after this. I don't care enough about a Mr. Mime anyways. Okay, well, we got it. Just looking British person, Jesus. I think we've battled just about everyone here. Oh, hi. Okay, did not mean to get into another catching scenario. Swap back to Pokeballs. Pokeballs are only yellow against this thing? I would have sworn it was like... Okay, whatever. I would have sworn the Great Balls were darker. I did the same exact thing twice there. And one went wide left and the other went wide right. Thanks, Nintendo. Appreciate it. Motion controls were a mistake. Keep battling. That color sure looks kind of... no, I guess... I forget what they are. For some reason, that color made me think it looked shiny. I know it couldn't be, but it just... It seemed off from the normal color. It is a little interesting, although not surprising, that they never brought back the Pokemon being able to have slightly different, like, colors. Which was a feature that was in Pokemon Stadium. I don't remember if it was in Pokemon Stadium too. It was before there was even, like, shinies yet, I think is why it was even a thing, but it's just like the different, like, trainers that you would fight in the trainer castle or whatever. Like, even if they would use the same Pokemon, they'd be slightly different shades. I kind of get why they don't do that, because that would get really annoying to try and, like, especially for something like a Gengar or a Garchomp, to tell if it's just, like, if the color is just a little bit off of normal, or if it's actually shiny. Eevee uses insert weird name with alliteration here. Does 563 damage and paralyzed. Yeah, pretty much. And to be clear, those three, the water, the fire, and the electric move, and that in the Pokemon Center in whatchamacallit? Celadon? Is that the one with, or Cerulean, that's the one. Those aren't the only 3 moves. There's one for every type. Every, like... Yeah, every typing. So, I mean, there's one for, you know, Dark and Psychic and stuff. Alright. Let's catch ourselves a Diglett just to have it. I probably should have bought some more Great Balls. Now that I'm thinking about it. I forget if there's any trainer battles in here. I don't think there are. Come on. Pick the worst possible time to do that. There we go. Excellent. But yeah, all those moves are like super good. I think they all do 90 damage, but they all have like different effects. There we go. Yeah, Neptune. Oh god, I'm not even gonna attempt. We'll attempt once, and then we're just running. The Pokemon that move around are just a nightmare. It's already hard enough to do this without the, or just with the motion controls being, you know, inconsistent. Oh, you know what, though? This could be the area that I, shiny hunt in. Once, like, I beat the game and I get the Master Ball. Because since I think it's only Diglett, Dugtrio, and Zubat that spawn down here. And I don't have any of those Pokemon shiny yet. Oh, is he going to teach me Flash? I just realized in the context of it being an older man and a little girl, that's not okay. Oh my god. That's, oh. Okay, at least it's called Light Up. Oh. Alright, into here. Oh, is Gary gonna want to battle? Sure. So, was there not anything to do over there? This is the wrong thing. I didn't want to go to this. Do you really only go through the Diglett Cave just to get to the professor's assistant? Really? I thought you would have gone to Celadon next. Okay. Interesting. You're gonna go to sleep? Alright, Neptune. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. I think I'm probably not going to go a whole lot longer tonight, to be honest. I think I'll try and get up to, like, Lavender Town. I kept on wanting to say Violet Town, but I knew that wasn't right. I also knew it wasn't Vermilion. But yeah, I'll try and get up to Lavender Town. I won't actually do like the Pokemon Tower or anything, because that is a decently long quest, but guaranteed paralyze. You'll love to see it. But yeah, I definitely won't stream tomorrow. I should be streaming, well, for sure next Friday. Okay, that was weird. Hung up for a second. But I'll probably stream Wednesday, unless something comes up again, like this most recent week. But either, you know, Wednesday or Friday, we'll be starting up Galarian Mr. Mime. I didn't see what she's throwing out. Oh, Gloom. I saw it started with a G. I knew it couldn't be Groudon, so. Let's just hit it with Swift. I think it'll be fine. I was gonna use Buzzy Buzz, but it's, since it's gonna resist that, even if it gets the guaranteed paralyze, I just don't think it's worth it. I was really hoping that would do just enough to knock it out. I didn't think it was, but I was hoping I'd get like a high damage roll or something. I guess we can teach it Water Gun. Why would I use Water Gun? Also, how does it already know Bubble when Bubble is just straight up better than Water Gun? I guess we'll forget that, just in case, like, I run out of moves with Bubble, but, like, that's weird. I assume just because it's a gift Pokemon or something. So he just, like, already had Bubble for some reason. Oh yeah, doing all these battles reminds me. Somehow there was a couple of trainers in BDSP that I hadn't fought yet that were on the path that I use for breeding, because I was working on getting some of the female forms of Pokemon for the Live Index. So I was just breeding a couple things, and there's like a couple joggers on that path that I just had never encountered before. I assume they only like battle you in the morning or something. And that's like how I had not like actually encountered them yet. But yeah, like I got into a battle with one of them. I was like, what the hell is going on here? What? This doesn't make any sense. How have I not cleared this out? And then I got into a battle with another one like immediately after. I was just like, what is happening? Is there anything down here other than this dude? Nope. Okay. It didn't really matter because I wasn't doing much, you know. I wasn't even like really breeding. I was just, you know, it was faster to breed than to just go and catch the Pokemon out in the wild. But I just thought that was really fun. I didn't realize that there were, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I didn't realize there were trainers that you could only battle like in the morning. But there are, like, trainers that you can only battle at night, like the cops, the police officers. Yeah, we'll teach you Thunderbolt. Yeah. I mean, more than double the damage of Thundershock. I will definitely learn Thunderbolt. Keep battling. Oh no, I'm trying to think what the next gym I'm even going to be doing in this game is. Because I know Lavender Town doesn't have a gym. But I forget if you have to go to the gym in Saffron City? Or wherever it is that has the self-scope that you need to use. I forget. Because I think Saffron is a fighting type gym. So it'd probably be a really good idea to get the fire type Eevee move. So that way I can get guaranteed burns. Being that they're probably all going to be physical fighting types. Pretty much all fighting types are physical, so it's a little redundant to say that, but... Okay, let's go up here. Because I know there's a trainer and I think a Pokeball back here, right? Yes, there is. Okay. I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't matter because, like, I'm super overpowered. Although, I'm actually not going to be super overpowered for that gym. Because being normal type, those things are going to do... All the Pokemon in there are going to do some evil, mean things to this Eevee. This actually might not do much damage. I realized as I was hitting A that it's bug grass. I'm almost out of my... Well, not even almost. I am out of my energy drink. Oh, well. Don't care about Spearow. I already have one anyways. Oh, right, we have to get through the rock tunnel, too. Alright, well, we got a while then we get to Lavender Town anyways. Okay. Though, I forget, do you... Because I know there's a Pokemon Center, like, kind of at the corner up here, where you start to go south. I'm trying to remember if... if you go through the rock tunnel before or after that. I think after that, right? Critical hit and it survives with barely any HP. God damn it. And it uses quick attack, so it doesn't even matter that, like, it's paralyzed, so it has half speed. Oh, that's a shame. Oh no, my whole, like, 4 HP that I lost. Whatever shall I do? I really should start mixing up the Pokemon a little bit. But also just the fact that I can, like, bash through this with just Eevee is kind of hilarious. It's probably not the most entertaining thing on the planet to watch, but... And it's not like I'm, you know, doing any sort of crazy grinding or anything. If anything, I'm kind of avoiding catching Pokemon more than you probably should. Nope, keep going. Though I do kind of wonder why these trainers are so low level. Because, like, wasn't Lieutenant Surge's Ace Pokemon level 25? Or even 26? And these are all, like, level 20? Obviously, I get it has to be scaled for, like, you know, doing a bunch of battles in a row. But still. Okay, this guy's probably gonna hurt me a little bit. Alright, this guy's at least level 23. But he only has one Pokemon. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Not too bad, though. And we'll just go ahead and get some of that right back. It always concerns me when I see it hang like that. Even though I've never had this game crash. I've never had this game, I've never had Sword and Shield crash. And BDSP I only had crash one time, and that was literally the first time I launched the game. Like, right as I was, I think, like, right after you put in your name or whatever, and, like, you're about to actually start the game after all the intro, like, dialogue stuff. How did she not see me? I walked right in front of her. Okay. Oh, but, like, right after that, BDSP crashed. And then never again. That's, like, the one, like, thing that I can really say about the Pokemon games. They don't crash, and that is kind of rare with modern gaming. It seems like even fairly well-made games crash sometimes. Legends of Arceus did crash a lot, to be fair, but I shouldn't even say it crashed a lot. It was just the Icelands. That said, other people had much worse luck than I did, but I only ever had it crash when I was entering the Icelands. And it wasn't all the time either. It really, I don't think it ever actually happened during the playthrough. I think it was just when I was shiny hunting or stuff like that in the post-game. It just sometimes you'd be, you know, you would click on the area to enter it, and then just the game would crash. It's just like, okay, cool. That's nice. Oh, seeing this reminds me, I need to try and find the, God, I really don't want to try and catch the Nidorina. Oh, if I had thrown it like a quarter second sooner. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, here we go again. I don't understand why it is. It's always the same thing, too. Like, occasionally it goes too far to the left, but whenever it goes too far right, it goes way off to the right. Like, that one actually wasn't too bad. But, like, I don't understand why it does that. It's also weird that most of the time the ball comes from the left. That is kind of weird. Especially being, again, I'm like over here with my right arm. But ultimately, that doesn't really matter as long as the ball goes where I want it to. Okay. Can I go out the outside here? No, not really. But yeah, I need to like try and find the fishing rod at some point. I think it's... Oh. I actually have no idea where it is, to be honest. I should have caught that. I don't know why I didn't. That was free XP. Oh, well. Oh, Krabby. Try and grab that. On. There we go. I'm curious to see how many total species I will have caught by the time I'm done with this playthrough. Oh, there we go. There's the Pokemon Center. Oh, there's nothing over here. Wow, that Nidorina is running away. Oh god, there's a Team Rocket guy. All right. All right, so we'll paralyze and then we'll do some life steal and actually we might not even need to do that. We'll see. Depends on if it breaks through the paralyze here. Nope, okay. I guess we'll just hit it with Swift. I forgot there's an ice type member of the Elite Four in this game. I'm just trying to see what else there is to do here. Why is there... So you can go through the trainer battle there. Come on. You can do the trainer battle, you can go through one tree, or you can go through another tree. Sure. Doesn't look like I have any lag going on, huh? I don't know. That was weird. It just feels like there's some more than usual input lag. Honestly, there very well could be, too. I've noticed that sometimes in, like, just some scenarios, just the Joy-Cons don't want to cooperate sometimes. It's not even, like, a persistent issue. It's just, like, for a couple seconds, it'll just completely desync. But I won't, like, say that's disconnected or anything. But yeah, like, you can battle this dude. You can go through this tree and then run around the fence, or you can just go through the upper tree. Obviously, I'm going to battle this dude because I want the XP. Even if I am kind of over-leveled. But yeah, we'll get through the rock tunnel here, get to Lavender Town. I don't think the rock tunnel is too long. I don't think it's too long. I should probably think about that. We can keep going, it's fine. Yeah, paralyze. I think we'll do this and the, Elite Trainer. Or the Ace Trainer, rather. And then we'll heal again and then go into the tunnel. I guess we'll get our 6 HP back as well while we're here. So I think Lavender Town should have new moves for Eevee as well. If it does, then I'll show those off before I wrap up. Nice. Can't wait until I can get a Thunderstone so I can have a Raichu. Oh, there's an item down here. Cool, more Pokeballs, because I needed that. Thank you, game. I did need more Great Balls, actually. Oh, Coach Trainer. Right, because she has the green jacket instead of the blue jacket. Okay. This thing might actually be able to hit me kind of hard. But it has to get through Paralyze first, and it barely survived that. Meh. Okay. No longer worried. This also might actually do some damage, but again, has to get through Paralyze. Actually, this might do a lot of damage to me. Let's see. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, yeah, that hurt a lot. In fact, I think it'll knock me out. No, it won't, never mind. Because this will heal me. If I didn't have that heal, then yes, this would knock me out. Because it did do more than half my HP. Relax, Eevee, you're fine. Though I do kind of need this to knock it out here. Okay. Nice. Nice, Brick Break. So yeah, let's heal up real quick. I don't think the rock tunnel's very long. I do love how just the path to get up to the rock tunnel here, though, has been longer than, like, any of the routes in Sword and Shield. Maybe not any of them. There is, like, the final one to get to Winden. That's pretty long. So yeah, I believe you can catch Charmander in here. It's like the rare spawn. Oh. No thank you, Golbat. No thank you, Geodude. Cubone I need. We'll catch one of those real quick. Maybe. There we go. I feel like that should have been an excellent. Wish it would have been an excellent too. That one was a little bit bigger. Come on. The one time I wanted to go super far to the right. Oh my god. Come on. What the fuck? Like, one of those, I think when I was coming back over, it was, you know, was when it actually triggered, but like, all of those were me going like that, and it would barely go. What's up, Smoka? Welcome back. I do not want Whirlwind. Whirlwind is the one that works like Roar, right? Pretty sure it is. Oh my god, now there's 2 Golbats. Alright. Chillin' and lurking, but I had to comment about those skills. Yeah, that was Fortunately, I can blame the motion controls for everything, because they aren't great, but yeah, that was not a stellar moment for me. Alright, knock this out. Base, oh my god. Can we stop with the damn bats, please? Spawned right in front of me. Let's see, free XP? Not yet. I should have waited a couple more seconds there. Alright, free XP. Not very much XP, but it is free. That's the thing, as long as I can catch it with a regular Pokeball, it is basically free, because it doesn't... You get so many free Pokeballs in this game. I should catch that Onix, to be honest. Come on. We'll try a Great Ball and a Berry after this. I'm not going to try very hard for it. We do have plenty of Great Balls, honestly. I could probably just use them. Should have waited. Should have thrown that a little bit harder. But yeah, that's what I mean by the motion control. It's just like, sometimes you do the exact same thing and the ball just beelines to the right side. Still have to throw it harder. Alright, I don't care enough about Onix. If you could at least turn it into Steelix in this game, I might care more, but... I'm not gonna use it ever, so it's like, eh. Okay, cool. Cool. I would love to go encounter that trainer. Thank you, game. Sometimes these caves can be a little bit hectic. Oh, Kangaskhan. Don't worry, I believe in your skills. Well, unfortunately, the skills only do so much. Oh, this is ground type. God damn it. This was a mistake. Actually, that's fine, because I couldn't move there anyways. I think Kangaskhan is ground type, right? Or is it just pure normal? It might just be pure normal. Never mind. But yeah, their skills can only do so much when the motion controls just don't want to behave. It's like really the biggest issue that this game has. Fortunately, it's the type of thing where it doesn't happen too often, so it's mostly just funny than it does. But it is one of those things where it's like, if this just would work properly, this would be like such a good game. And I still really do like the game. It's just having that happen occasionally, especially, that's part of why I don't want to even consider messing with motion controls for like shiny hunting. Because it's just like, no. Alright, let's see, another trainer. I'll grab this first. Another item that I will never use because I never use those items. Oh, good, Onyx. Actually, that's fine because I think Bouncy Bubble is going to be 4 times effective. It's at least 2 times. There we go. Easy battle. It helps when you have 4 levels on them, but still. I think there's a ball up here. There's either a ladder up or down somewhere around here. I think we have to go down one more time and then we go back up twice and then we're at the exit. I might be wrong about that. But we'll see. Oh, not quite a no-ko. Okay. I could heal here, but we'll just knock it out. It's ridiculous how overpowered this Eevee is. Alright, so maybe we just go back up once and then we can exit. It might be a thing where we go up and then that floor will have the exit, or we can also go to another ladder back down. I forget how big this cave is. It's not like too crazy. Alright, I guess we'll get another Oko here. All these rock types, I'm gonna run out of bouncy bubbles here in a second. I guess not too soon. I think I have 8 more or something. But like, it's kind of funny how many we're using right now. Are there PP ups in this? Do I have any is another question. It wouldn't be medicine pocket, right? Power up. Well, I think there are. It looked like there was one in the icon for that box, but I don't have it. Oh, good. Another Pokemon that's weak to water. It's not another rock type, but it is still weak to water. Alright, sorry, Growlithe. Hopefully I picked the right side here. Oh, we can go either way. Cool. I don't think we're anywhere near the exit. No, because there's another ladder right there. Fuck. Okay. I know we're in a cave, but like, can I please stop fighting trainers with rock types? I'm actually gonna run out of moves here in a little bit. Do I have any others? I know I have an elixir, but I don't want to use that just yet. Oh god, do I have any... I think I have one escape rope. If I wanted to use that. I would use that before I use the elixir, that's for sure. But I still have, we still have Squirtle, so we'll be fine. Oh my god, why? I'm gonna throw 2 Pokeballs, and if I don't catch it, then we'll just run. Well, that had enough distance, it just was a little bit too far to the left. Oh, come on, that was on the line. I disagree, game. Alright, later, Onyx. Okay, well, it's not a branch. Oh, hey, speaking of, okay, I definitely have an escape rope now. Yeah, so that was just this path, okay. Alright, maybe this cave is bigger than I remembered then. Yay! Something that's not weak to water type, so I'd like having an excuse to not use Bouncy Bubble. Yeah, I'm just gonna, this isn't gonna do much, actually. That was a mistake. And that's gonna do a lot. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Oh, that is some luck, yeah. Yeah, right when I talked about using an escape rope, I got one. That Pidgeotto's got to be getting close to evolving soon, right? Well, I guess I'll use the bubble on this. I needed some more HP anyways. Or I could use some more HP anyways. Is this dude gonna have another Slowpoke? Oh, an Ivysaur. How am I gonna deal with this? I guess we'll just Swift it a lot. Or probably just bite it, actually. Nice. Gotta love the bullshit friendship luck. Oh, it's gonna knock itself out with that. Nice. Oh, never mind. I guess it didn't really do any damage to me, so it couldn't really do much damage to itself. Oh, there's a full heal. There's nothing else to the right, yeah. Alright, battle this ace trainer. Why is she telling me how to not get lost in the mountains when we're in a cave? That isn't exactly helpful. There's not a whole lot of branches down here, lady. For some reason, I suspect that her text after I beat her will be something about that. I've got to have an Ether by now, right? Ooh, Kadabra. Unfortunately, I have a Dark-type move, so you're not much of a threat. Bye-bye. Yeah, this thing's just busted. Oh, we got Ultra Balls. Nice. I was wondering when those were gonna start to show up. Medicine. I don't. I have an... Oh, I do have... Oh, I have plenty of others. Oh my god. Yes. I was expecting to have, like, one. That thing almost spawned right in front of me. Alright, that's probably the ladder I need to take up. I just want to run around a bit more and make sure we find everything. Let's go back down and fight that ace trainer down. Oh, okay, we'll fight him. Right, I forgot that he could see me from that far away. Alright. This will just use Swift. Doesn't matter what I'll do, I'll knock it out. Please, please don't. Okay. I've said a few times in this game that I have never had this game crash. And every time it hangs up a little bit, it seems like it takes just a little bit longer. I should probably save after this battle. It's been a minute since I saved. Yeah, last save was almost an hour ago. Oh my god. That would have been a disaster. Okay. Where's this dude? Okay, so yeah, there's only one way out. I really thought there was some more branching paths in this area. But there's been, like, no way to, like, go to a dead end or anything. I'm not really complaining, but I'm very surprised. Alright, what's next? Oh, Flareon. Boy, it'd be a shame if I had a water-type move. Nice. We got 10 Ultra Balls now. Any more in here? No, but Stardust is not too bad. Won't complain about free money. You know, if I'm not really spending any of it right now. Is this dude a trainer at all? Oh, okay. It's one of the people that gives you a bunch of extra balls if you need them. Okay, I think this is the exit near here. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like it is. For super effective, that did not do too much damage. Nice. Pikachu, level 24. What do I have for moves? I don't really have a spot for Slam. Yeah, oh, fuck no. 75 accuracy? Ew. Ew. Especially not on a move that has no other benefit. Like, it just does damage. 80 power, 75 accuracy. Ugh. Like, there has to be some other upside to it if it's going to be 75 accurate. Will this be enough power? There we go. I guess it would make sense they would be, because it should be doing the same amount of damage. The electric move is 90 base power, but Swift is 60, so with stab it's also basically 90. So they should be doing the same amount. Thanks, game. Love it when you do that. To be fair, I don't have a Machop yet, so it's not the end of the world, but like, please stop spawning stuff inside of me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice. No. Is there even double battles in this game? Because I tried to do a double battle earlier and it only had me face one of the trainers. I guess there was another situation where I could have run in between two trainers that were facing each other. I didn't end up doing that, so maybe there's double battles, but I mean, I guess there would have to be, right? It'd be really weird if they would have Helping Hand in this game and not have double battles. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, okay. Guess we'll just not do damage this turn. Cool. Does this thing outspeed me? Or does Faint have a higher speed tier or whatever? Or I forget what the exact turn is. Or higher priority or whatever. I don't think it does it? Maybe it does. Either way, it doesn't matter, it missed, so I guess I don't care. Alright, I think we're almost out of this area, finally. Yes, we are. Because the entrance is just to the south there. Or the exit is just to the south. Nice, got another item to sell. Okay, tell you what, Onyx. How do you feel about Ultra Balls? Alright, at least we got the nice. We'll try one more after this, and then same thing as usual. Okay, doesn't matter. Wasn't even enough to level anyone up. Alright, well, don't have to worry about Onyx anymore. Not that it really matters. I'm not really trying to complete the Pokédex on this playthrough. Because doing the trade evolutions is gonna suck, and oh my god, there's more fuck. Okay, let's try and get around these. I kind of want to wrap up for the night, to be honest. Okay, we're good. We can come back and do these trainers after. Or hell, I might just do them off stream, to be honest. Oh, hi Cubone. Oh, right. The storyline. Oh, there's Gary. It's so weird to go from like the kind of like somewhat creepy music to like the very happy and upbeat Pokemon Center music. Do you have a Lola trade? Yeah, so you can get a Lowland Diglett from her. There's not the move trainer here. Interesting. Wait a second. Isn't the Mama Cubone or the Marowak or whatever, the Cubone's mom, isn't she dead? Is it? I never realized, does Team Rocket just straight up kill the Marowak or whatever? It makes sense. I just had never realized that was the case. Maybe it outright says that, I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I was gonna show off the move tutor, but I guess there's not one here. Alright, let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna wrap up there. I actually had a decent late stream for once. Save again just for my sanity. But yeah, so we're... I might try to stream Wednesday. I'm not gonna commit to it, because I always say I'm gonna try and do Wednesday streams, and then I don't do them. But for sure, Friday, and whichever one I do, I will start working on Galarian Mr. Mime. I forgot the name of it for a second. But yeah, just thinking. So I'll start working on that. Hopefully we can get that next week. Just get it nice and quick and have another shiny out of the way. I'm caught up on VODs on YouTube, which is a good time to mention. Hey, if you're watching this on Twitch VOD, like as a Twitch VOD, go watch it on YouTube. Why are you watching it on Twitch? I guess it's fine for watching on Twitch, but the copy on YouTube is going to be higher quality because the local recording is a higher bitrate than the stream is. I know bitrate isn't everything, but in this case, it kind of matters. Anyways, the point is, yeah, go check out the YouTube channel. All my VODs are there. They don't get deleted after 60 days. I shouldn't say all of them. Most of them. Some of them are just, like, pointless. But yeah, I'm caught up on those. I think tomorrow the Grimmsnarl hunt goes live. Because I think today was Let's Go Eevee that went up, or something like that. But yeah, so they're all uploaded. They just aren't live yet. And I'll get this one uploaded tonight. That way I just like can't forget about it. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, come watch me on Twitch, because you get to watch everything live. As interesting as it isn't. I don't know where that sentence was going. God damn, I'm stumbling over my words. I really need a break for the night. But yeah, anyways, wherever you watched it, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. So yeah, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time.